go, guys. We are back out on the road here with a 2016 Fat Bob. This is probably the loudest bike that I've had on the channel here, so we will see how this audio turns out. This is the 2016 Dyna Fat Bob. It's got the 103 cubic inch motor. It comes out to about 1680 or so cc's. And we're not going to go too hard, you know, in the paint here doing the review. But so welcome to my short-term review on this bike. And I have to say right up front, this is probably the best handling cruiser I have ever ridden. It is just incredible. It's great how it flips back and forth. It's very confidence inspiring. So I would say if you're a newer rider, maybe not a brand new rider, maybe if you want to get a Harley and you're a brand new rider, probably start with the Sportster 83, something like that. But that was a big bump there. This does soak up the bumps decently well. Suspension isn't perfect. We'll get into that though. So yeah, you could probably start on this bike if you're very disciplined. It's a little heavy. It weighs about 600 pounds. Not heavy for a Harley, but you know, just as a first bike. But yeah, the handling is great. The suspension is non-adjustable in the front, as you can probably see here. If you can see, that's fine. That's how most Harleys are. You can modify that and get your own, you know, fork springs and change that up if you so desire. The rear is adjustable for preload, but it'd be nice if the rear was adjustable for like compression or rebound or something too, you know. But you can adjust the rear for preload if you've got a passenger. Throttle crank syndrome there. Have to apologize. So this bike has a couple upgrades on it. If you watched the previous video with my walk around and exhaust note, it's got the Maverick Crusher exhaust, so that's why it's so loud. They're not like true short shots. They're not like Drake pipes. They are short shots, I guess, but they're not Drake pipes. They are pretty loud though. And what else? Got the K&N air filter here, over there. It's in a stock housing though. Bike's got about 10,000 miles on it, just under. Check this out though. It's a Harley with a gear indicator. You've got your little button right there that lets you toggle through on the LCD screen. My clock isn't set. Here's the gear and RPM indicator. Check that out. You can see it right there. See, third gear, RPM. It's very nice, right? I do like that. I do like having a gear indicator. I know it's not, a lot of my bikes haven't had one. My Speed Triple didn't have one. My V-Max didn't have one. But this one does. And so does the new FC10. So, one of my favorite things about this bike, my favorite things about this bike are the handling, man. For a cruiser, I mean, it's not a sport bike, so it doesn't flick like a sport bike, but man, is it ever confidence inspiring. When I go out and do short speed maneuvers in parking lots and such, man, it is excellent. It is absolutely excellent. Very planted, very confidence inspiring. I'm going to do a little pull here for you guys. I'm going to get down into second gear. And hopefully we don't have too many angry cows out here as I crank it. Some gainers. It'll get up and move. This will get up and move for you. It's not going to be an R1 or anything like that, but it'll definitely get up and move. got for city riding and you know, around town back roads like this. In my opinion, torque is what you're looking for, and that's why I do like the MT10 as well, or the FC09. It's got a lot of MT09. They have plenty of torque on those bikes. Take a right here. Nice for city riding, town riding. Be careful of the trash in this corner here. There we go. Got a flock of birds up there. This makes a lot of its power around, I don't know, 2,500 to, you know, 5,000, somewhere in there. There's not really a whole lot of use to winding it out. You can wind it out, but it doesn't have a lot in the top end. It's mostly mid-range because it's a big V-twin. But if you're looking for a Harley, I mean, I've ridden the Sportster S. Regular, like a sport, let's see, it's a 1200, yeah, regular Sportster 1200, the Sportster S. Ridden a Street Bob, which is another version of a Dyna like this, you know. Let's see, I haven't ridden it, I've been on a Road King, but that bike was heavy. Probably 800-900 pounds. That's fine if you're touring, but, you know, that's cool. And then this Fat Bob here, but I do have to say that, you know, Sportsters were fun and cool. Oh, look, I've got a dog here. Okay. I wanted to get out of there before I got under my tires. Don't want to hit anybody's dog, man. That's the problem with dogs. You're never sure if you should, like, slow down, but you don't want to get, like, bit in the leg. And usually you can, like, if he didn't react very fast, you usually can, like, get around quick and save yourself and the dog, which is what you want to do ideally, right? So yeah, the Sportster handled great. It was cool. It's a different experience than this, though. It's a smaller bike. They weigh about 500 pounds or so. Probably 50, I think. And I think this is more planted, personally. And it's a bigger bike, you know, it feels different. But yeah, if you're gonna get a Harley, like your first Harley, I would say the Fat Bob is a good choice. I do like the big front tire is cool on it as well. Changes the handling a little bit compared to, you know, the skinny tire Sportsters or skinny tire Dynas and such. There's always trash in this corner here too. Yeah, I love it. One thing that's nice about this is the more aggressive, like D427, the Dunlop in the back, and this tire doesn't seem to be, or this bike doesn't seem to be affected by gravel as much. It might just be the bigger tires. Not sure what it is, but like on the sport bikes I've had, or even the FC10, that bike is more squirrely in gravel or in, you know, loose stuff. This is much more planted. It's much more confidence inspiring, if that makes sense, and that kind of a situation. I'm not sure if it's a combination of the weight and the bigger tires, or the aggressiveness of the rear tire, which you can see in the, I'll put a link to my walk around video of this where I show that tread up close. It's more of an aggressive tread. It's probably a combination of all those things, I would guess, but putting the Bridgestone in the front really did help the handling. It's better, in my opinion. The handle's better than the 427 in the front. So this isn't a bad combo right now that I've got on here. They're mismatched, but some guys will run mismatch on purpose. You know, that's like that's their thing. They like a different tire in the front and the back. It's just totally up to you. The guy who works on my bikes here in town does great work, and he if you guys are in the Toma area, shout out to Brad at Toma Power Sports, or I think it's Midwest Power Sports. If you Google him, you'll find him on there. And he does excellent work. But yeah, he said mismatched tires aren't a huge deal. I mean, especially if it's an off-road bike, dirt bike, but I've never had a problem. And I'm running mismatched, I think, on this bike and on the MT10, and never had a problem at all. They run good, stick good. But yeah, the main takeaway on this, I think I'll probably wrap this up pretty quick here, is the handling on this bike is just super good. I love it. I mean, it's like you can get over pretty good. I mean, you're not gonna, you know, unless you want to drag knee or something, but it isn't meant for that. But you can handle, you get through corners, handles great. I've actually never scraped the pegs on this. I thought I got pretty low on it, but apparently not. I don't ride this super aggressively because it's a cruiser. And when you're cruising, I do like having this little fairing on here. It is nice, especially on the freeway. It breaks some of the wind for your body. You can still feel the wind in your head. You know, it's good to allow some wind in your helmet if it's real hot out. You need a little cooling, obviously. But I do like this little fairing. It's not the huge bat wings that you can get, but it's nice. I would recommend if you're going to be doing any highway work. Going around a couple little twisties back here. This one's a little bit blind, so you got to be careful in this one. So, if you guys have any questions about the bike, let me know. I will answer any questions if you're looking for one. I do think it's, in my opinion, it's the best Harley I've ridden, personally. And I do like Harleys, too. The Sportster S was maybe quicker than this. Probably was. But I personally think this handles better. That's just my opinion. I do like the, I did ride, oh yeah, I rode a V-Rod as well. I rode a Night Rod. Cool bike, it had a really cool feel to it, like the torque and the way the bike was very smooth. But man, personally, I did not like the handling on the bike because it was so raked out in the front and low to the ground. Man, that thing, when you went to turn, like, I don't know how else to describe it other than, like, it fought you at slow speed. Especially slow speed maneuvers. It was one of those ones that just, it was not confidence inspiring. I'm sure you can get used to it. If the owners out there who like the V-Rod, I'm sure you adapt and get used to it, but just as a first-time rider of a V-Rod, it was not confidence inspiring at all. I much prefer the handling in this bike, but, you know, to each their own. If you like your V-Rod, that's super cool. It's faster than this bike, obviously. It's a water-cooled bike, and it's got that Porsche-developed motor. Got a guy pulling out here, so I can't end the video with a nice crank. That's okay, we got some earlier, though, so... Thanks for watching again. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. We're trying to get the channel monetized here. Hopefully we will soon. We're going to get close. And I know it's not all about monetization. It isn't. I would do this either way, but you know, it's nice to get there with the channel just to see if we can get there. But thank you guys for watching, and I apologize I hadn't done some content in quite a while, but we'll get back into it this summer a bit, and we'll try to release maybe a video a week or something like that is what I'm shooting for. We'll see. I do have some like in the hopper, so to speak, as well. Some of the VMAX content that I didn't release, and I got some Speed Triple content might be out before this video. And I did sell the Speed Triple, so that's actually gone, but I do have some content that you guys can check out, and I can answer questions about the bike too, because I had that for a while as well. As we continue to go through bikes here in the channel and flip some things and enjoy some different motorcycles. So thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys. And once again, remember to give it a like and subscribe, or a dislike if you hated it. Oh, I'm kidding. Don't do that unless you really want to. All right, we'll talk to you guys next time. Thanks. Appreciate you guys. And once again, I hope you're doing well. God bless.